going on, everybody? Welcome back to TDB Ravens Media, bringing you Ravens content every single day. Joshua and I are going to be going live on Friday night this week, but we're trying to work on a new schedule because no longer Wednesday at the typical 8:30 time does it work for both of us. So we're going to try and find a different day that we're going to be able to go live consistently. But I was like, you know what? It's Wednesday night. I didn't give much of a preface as to that we may not be streaming tonight, so I figured I would hop on, talk about the Ravens a little bit with you guys. So thank you to everybody who joined. There's not a lot of Ravens news going on right now, but I'm just going to tweet out this video real quick. So, just ask me anything you want. It doesn't have to actually be Ravens related. I'll talk about whatever tonight. Y'all want to talk about food, I'll talk about food. But whatever you guys ask about, I will talk about. I'm just tweeting it out. All right, tweeted it out. How you doing, Hopper? Welcome into the stream. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what are the Ravens doing right now? There's not a lot going on right now, so just figured talk about whatever. Pretty sure basketball on at 9 or when does the game start tonight? I'm watching the Braves game right now. But let's see here. Yeah, Warriors game starts at 6 p.m. my time. So, right now there's at least some stuff that we can do. But, yeah, basically talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Chris Reed, after Cooper Kupp's contract, it's confirmed the cap space is not real. Yeah, I mean, the Rams are really good at utilizing the signing bonuses and things like that to save a lot of money and pay people without having to force a lot of different things. So that's a good contract for Cooper Kupp. Captain Gamer, how you doing tonight? Which of our wide receivers will be... sorry if I gotta move the microphone a little bit closer. Which of our wide receivers will be our main outside wide receivers, and who will be in the main slot guy? I think the outside wide receivers will be Bateman and Wallace, and our slot wide receivers will be Duvernay and Prochet. That's what I'm kind of expecting. I'm also going to put this in the airtime. Let's see here. If anybody's in the airtime, I just sent in a message. I want to see how many people are in it, but I can't really tell. I never use it on the computer. 24 members in the airtime. So shout out to everybody in the airtime. Why do you think everyone is saying Lamar to Miami? No, they are high. I mean, Lamar Jackson to Miami, the only reason people say that is because he's from Florida and he plays well in Miami. There's no actual thing that's saying, like, Lamar wants to go to Miami. That is just, like, a random rumor that people just started saying for some reason because Lamar likes Miami. But that it has no substance in that rumor at all. But there's nothing to that. But like I said earlier, this is kind of just an impromptu live stream. I'll talk about the Ravens. I'll talk about there's been some stuff about Deshaun Watson, that has come in recently. So it's like, is Baker Mayfield going to be the quarterback? Well, the Browns said that it's not even required to report to minicamp because they know that he's mad. Ravens 76, a salute to the chat. Baltimore's revenge tour 2022. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are what makes the live streams a lot of fun. But let's see here. Which undrafted guy do you have your eye on? I really like Diego Fago. I feel like as a linebacker, as a leader, I feel like he really fits what the Baltimore Ravens try and do. And, he ended up getting the permission from the Navy to actually pursue an NFL career. So that's very exciting for me to be able to watch. And Chris Reed, I believe all of the allegations toward Deshaun Watson have been civil. So I don't think he would go to jail. But yeah, he did not do very good things. Not at all. I agree with that. If the Ravens stop reacting to Lamar talk by others, will ESPN, Florio, and others stop pumping out Lamar content? in the A block. There's just, I don't think so. I feel like there's enough people that hate Lamar that it would still get enough traction for them to consistently talk about it. So overall, it's just like, it's something we got to deal with, having a player that's hated. It's unfortunate, but what are you going to do? There's nothing the Ravens fans can do other than prove everyone else wrong. Also, guys, if you guys ever listen on Spotify, I have been setting up polls and Q&A questions on Spotify where like I ask a question and then you guys can answer it. So if you guys shout it to anybody that ever replies on there, I got a thing that said that someone replied to one of the questions. So let's see here. Yeah, so people were saying I asked about Lamar Jackson. Celtics in 6. Ooh, the last time I was on a live stream during the NBA Finals, Joshua and I were talking about the Suns because the Suns were up 2-0, and I said the Suns aren't winning another game. Bucks in 6. I feel like I got to make my prediction now. I believe Golden State in... I really want to say 5. But I'm gonna say Warriors in 6. Warriors in 6. They close it out in Boston with a Game 6 Clay iconic performance. Trevor Bauer got 2 years and did less than Watson. Trevor Bauer's claims were, that was what the MLB banned him for. Yeah, the MLB definitely banned Trevor Bauer. It's so the Watson situation, so weird. How you doing, Void? Welcome into the stream. I'm hoping there won't be any Amon Marshall slander tonight. Jawan James looks good. Yes, I have been reading that Jawan James has been looking good, but I don't expect Jawan James to play. But if he comes in as a swing tackle or something like that, he's a good veteran depth piece to have. I doubt he starts over Morgan Moses or Ronnie, maybe like week 1. He starts, but it's also good to have him with Daniel Falele. Him having a veteran that'll be on the bench with him, kind of explaining things, would actually, I think, be very valuable to him. Should the NFL playoffs be wins? No, absolutely not. It would take way too long. The best part about the NFL playoffs is it's any given Sunday. The Baltimore Ravens weren't the best team when they won the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco, but they were able to win games and they were able to get hot. It makes more sense in basketball because even the worst team can win in a 7-game series in basketball because if a team gets hot. But like football is you game plan for one game. And also that would make the playoffs like as long as the regular season almost. It'd be ridiculous. This is the Amon Marshall hype that I expect when I come into these streams. Chris Reed, what's up. Amon wasn't at OTA. Seems like he's saving all his energy to just become the All-Pro we all know he can be. Yes, we all do know he can be the All-Pro. Shout out to the Braves that just got a double play. How many undrafted free agents make the 53-man roster? I think a linebacker makes it. I'm going to say 2. I think we get a linebacker, and then I think we get another position. I don't know what it would be. I don't think it's quarterback. I don't think it's wide receiver. Maybe a wide receiver makes it like a Benjamin Victor, but I don't really consider him an undrafted free agent because he was on the practice squad last year. But I think that one of the linebackers makes it, and I think we get another defensive player. I think we get I know we have a couple of D linemen. We have a couple of secondary pieces. I think one of them makes it. I think maybe an Ardarius Washington or something like that. Void the slander. I'm a Marshall on the All-Pro injured reserve team. With the last few videos of Lamar throwing the ball, have you seen any improvement in his mechanics and footwork? That's not something I've been paying a lot of attention to and really analyzing it. The one thing that I can say is I feel like the biggest video was him throwing from his knee. But the thing with Lamar Jackson is like he can throw the ball from the pocket. That's not something that it's like the thing about Lamar is the pressure in his face and things like that. Like I feel like overall his mechanics are solid. But no, I haven't been paying attention to any of it to be able to like fully in depth analyze it. I've just seen him and like, oh nice, he's throwing. But that's all I've paid attention to. Not even Slade. No, I don't think so. Slade. I don't think we need Slade. I don't think we needed Slade type player on the roster. Like Slade wouldn't come in and be the best route runner on the team. He wouldn't be a Rashad Bateman. I don't feel like he's a player that would really benefit the team. Like, yeah, he could be the third best slot receiver on the roster, but I don't think that's something that we need. Like, I would rather have Devin Duvernay in the slot. I'd rather have Prochet in the slot. Like if the Ravens are going to bring in an undrafted rookie, I feel like it's got to be a bigger body. And Slade's just not that guy. Now Emeka Emezie or Shamar Bridges. I don't think so. Like the skill positions I think are just too difficult to make it right now. Like, and I feel like the Ravens do bring in a wide receiver, so I don't think so. I think they make the practice squad. They may end up being on the roster at some point throughout the season, but I just don't think like week 1 they're there. Ooh. Emezi went to Carolina? I did not know that. That's interesting. Or are you saying he went to NC State? Or did he go to the Carolina Panthers? Imagine a scenario where Kyle Davis and Jameson Williams were on the board at 14. Who would you have taken knowing now we traded all that? Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton was my number 2 player in the draft. Oh, he went to the Panthers? Okay. How you doing, Don? This isn't Don C. This is Don D. How you doing, Don? Okay, he went to the Panthers. Yeah, I mean, there's so many players. Some water spilled out of my water bottle. I don't even know how that happened. That's so weird. Okay. Sorry. I feel like a few undrafted. Sorry guys, I was throwing away some. Okay, let's see. A few undrafted linemen, maybe defense. I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of linemen. I don't think so. I don't think a lineman makes it. Travis Jones, there has been some mention of Travis Jones. The issue is with the big boys, like they're not going to put up a lot of highlight plays because it's no pads right now. It's tough to judge. Justin Matabike had a few tipped balls. Like that's something that you can judge. But like, I feel like I'm not worried about Travis Jones. I read something where he like totally beat Kevin Zeitler and Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's been performing well. It's just tough to judge. For a rookie defensive tackle. How am I doing? I'm doing well. I'm really hoping the Braves are able to pull out a win tonight. But guys, we don't have to talk about the Ravens tonight. We can talk about whatever. Whatever you guys are interested in. I know there's not a lot of football news going on, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Been working on getting back to making TikToks for TTB and also for another project that I'm working on that I'm really excited to share, which hopefully will be out in like a month or so. Let's see. Do you think the Ravens... Yes, I do think the Ravens still have a big move. I still think they're going after a wide receiver. I just think they'll do it at like, end of July type of thing when they have analyzed all the players that they have. And yeah, Lamar is expected back at camp. Excuse me. Very tired tonight. I don't know why. Oh, am I silent? Hold on. Do I gotta... Fun fact. These actually aren't plugged in. These are just soundproof headphones. So, okay, I can hear myself in here, so I think the sound is working. But if someone can please cue me in. Oh, wait. I can actually pull it up right now. No, it sounds good. So, Nepos, I think, maybe turn up the volume or something like that, unmute it. I don't know. Trade for Terry McLaurin. Now that would be really nice. I just feel like it would cost a lot to trade for Terry McLaurin. It would just be too difficult to make that move, but I would love it. I love Terry McLaurin. Yeah, Bengals fans, they've been very annoying. I can agree with you right there, Raven. 76. I don't want to speak on, whether or not, like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to dismiss the claims, and I don't want to, I don't know. I don't know enough information to make a statement, but, like, I feel like the NFL, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to any of the trials and stuff like that. So hopefully, obviously, if he did it, hopefully he gets reprimanded. But I just don't know. And I don't know. I'm just not in. I haven't heard the stories. I do want to listen to the stories. If the stories are true, respect to the courage of the women that came out. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. As today's passer, are you more concerned? No, I'm not concerned about Lamar. I didn't think Lamar was going to sign a contract this offseason. Like, it's unlikely that Lamar signs a contract because it's just something that he's not, like, forcing himself to get a contract. He's not upset at the Ravens. He hasn't said anything. The Ravens have said, like, we'll pay him when he wants to be paid. So I'm not worried about it whatsoever at all. DK Metcalf not a mandatory camp. That's true. We're still not getting DK, but I don't think DK is gonna get moved. I feel like what's gonna happen with DK is they're not gonna trade him. They're gonna try and re-sign him. He's gonna decline. They're gonna franchise tag him. He's gonna refuse to play on the franchise tag. Then they'll trade him when he's on the franchise tag. That's my expectation for DK, and that'll be next season when he gets traded. That's kind of my expectation because he wants to win. He does not want to play with some scrub quarterback that they're bringing him in. Steven, yes. Lamar is opening restaurants in Miami, but that's where he's from. Like, he's from Boynton Beach. So, like, Broward County, I believe is what it's called. Like, so, like, that's where he goes in the summer. I'm still not overly worried about it. Is Deshaun's silence concerning? Speaking, in the sense of the law, whether or not you, the Fifth Amendment, what is it? The Fifth, right? Not speaking doesn't imply guiltiness, but at the same time, there's a lot of cases right now, which is very, very difficult to defend. Like Chris Reed said, 66 women in 17 months with an NDA. That's a lot. That's very difficult. Pompano Beach. That's right. It's not Boynton. Pompano. That's right. Different massage therapists. Yes. Do I consider the cap space fake? No, the cap space is not fake, but it's not run like a lot of people expect it to be run. A lot of people think that cap space is just one number of how much you can pay, which isn't true. It's how much you can pay based on, like, salary. Rather than bonuses and rather than things like signing bonuses and restructures and things like that are able to help fix it. So the way that some teams structure their contracts to have the ability to switch them into signing bonuses, and other teams they go in the other route, and they go very low bonus heavy, and they're just able to do different things. It just depends on if the players want to restructure. Some players just want the salary, some players don't. I feel like Polk is a sleeper if given the opportunity. I do like Malachi Polk. I feel like he's got good size. He was one of my favorite undrafted wide receivers that the Ravens brought in. So, I definitely like him. But we'll see. Like, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of guys on the practice squad that may end up getting a chance. And how you doing? Is it Hatim or is it Hathim? Sunyan, how you doing? What's going on, man? Lamar's ability to develop a clothing line, a sports bar, and a restaurant. I don't have questions about how he's handling the negotiate. Yeah, Lamar's not worried about the money. Lamar just doesn't care. He's like that's not the focus for him. How are we gonna operate with the tie and position? Mark Andrews is going to be out there, but just about every play. When the Ravens need to block, Nick Boyle's going to be out there. When the Ravens are in third and short, it's going to be Mark Andrews, Nick Boyle, and probably Charlie Kohler. But in like passing situations, there's a chance we see Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely line up and stuff like that. And I see Joshua in here. How you doing, Joshua? Why haven't we heard about the big boy from UConn? We've heard a little bit. Like he beat Tyler Linderbaum and he beat Kevin Zeitler for a move, but like this is a non-padded practice. Like that's not when you hear about the big boys. The big boys are not practice standouts. Like that's the problem. So like it's very rare that you see a defensive tackle getting highlights in non-padded practices because they win playing ugly. So I don't expect to hear anything, but he's been performing well. It's tough to judge. It's not something where you're going to hear a lot about it. And let's see here. Likely to see Likely. I hope so. I really like Isaiah Likely, and I know Joshua is on the Likely wide receiver 2 train. Class is rough, man. I'm turning in my final assignment tonight for school, so then I'm done and I graduate on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. Ooh, Shamar Nana, how are you doing? I still got to make that video on Shamar Bridges. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about it. It'll be interesting. I think oh my gosh, it's just really tough at the skill positions right now. To make the roster because I feel like the Ravens aren't done yet. I think he has a good chance of playing for the Ravens this year. I just don't know if it'll be week 1. But like he has a chance. I like him. There's just a lot of guys fighting for those last spots. What's the discussion tonight? Weird. There's no Ravens news going on right now, so we were just talking about some random stuff. Whatever y'all want to talk about. Basketball, football, baseball. How you doing, Drisky? Appreciate the love on the graduation, guys. I'm almost done. Oh, and then I get to figure out what to do. Oh, absolutely. The Ravens can definitely get to 13 wins this season. We'll see what they're able to do, but definitely. What do you think of the ridiculous trade rumors? The ridiculous trade rumors, they always come about when off-season is in the dead space. As a Ravens content creator, this is the most difficult time. Thank you so much, Yolanda. This is always a difficult time for, talking about things because, congratulations, D, on getting your master's. That's awesome. Oh man, it's just there's nothing to talk about. There's no news, so it's just kind of doing player profiles and just random trades that are fun. So people on Twitter, they just kind of talk about it and they're like, oh wow, how do we get this guy? And then they just kind of bring up random trades. I think I saw one. What was it for Tua? It was Tua and Lamar were getting swapped or something like that. That's a rough one. That was a rough little thing to do, but. Oh, sorry guys, I'm very tired. I feel like Morgan Moses helps the Ravens run a lot. I'm unplugging this because it's blocking my view. Oh, Joshua, you want in here? Let me get Joshua in here. I will send you the invite. Now I gotta replug in my headphones. Let's see here. Appreciate it, Raven76. You guys help us give content ideas. If you guys ever have stuff that you want Joshua and I to talk about, we'll talk about it. Because a lot of times we show up and we're like, okay, we got to record. And then we're just kind of, it takes a little bit to figure out different things to talk about. Yeah, Void, trade rumors do give a dopamine rush. It's about one of the very few things that we can look forward to during the off season.
Whew.
Look at that. Shout out to Friar Talk.
How's the Padres look? How are they looking?
The Padres, they're not looking too bad right now. They still don't have Tatis though, so.
Tragic. What's going on, TTB family? I was able to ease out of class.
There we go.
So I can talk to y'all a little bit.
Display names.
How you feeling, McConnell? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Oh, Steven, thank you so much for this super chat. It says, do you think the Ravens have done enough for Lamar? If Lamar asked that to DaCosta, how do you respond? Joshua, be Lamar. You be DaCosta. How does this conversation go? Okay. Well, Lamar, how I wonder why I was chosen to be EDC and you were Lamar. I don't know. Seems something fishy right there. Have we done enough for you? Oh wait, or do you ask me? I can't remember.
I think you asked me.
Okay, Lamar, have we done enough for you?
Man, let's see. I mean, y'all drafted me y'all drafted me back when y'all drafted me. Y'all brought my boy in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? I was appreciative of that. But y'all got him out. Y'all got me Rashad Bateman. I mean, that's cool. I finally get me some linemen that can block. I mean, that's cool.
Well, don't forget, I got you Miles Boykin.
See, I can't forget you for that one. I can't forget you for that one. He ain't doing me no justice. Got rid of Hayden Hurst. I mean, but Hayden tried to be the number one tight end. It just wasn't gonna work. I mean, so have you done enough for me? I don't think you've done enough for me because y'all haven't got rid of Greg Roman yet. That man Gregory.
Yeah, man, I got to talk to John about that right now because
talk to him.
And other people on this stream. Who's playing Greg Roman? That can be Pat. Pat can be Greg Roman.
Oh man.
No, that's always fun. I mean, like, the thing about Lamar, or what the Ravens have done for Lamar, is it's like, the Ravens have, like, they've like, put in effort, but, like, sometimes, it's like, they've walked the mile, but sometimes they walk the mile in the wrong direction. It's like, yeah, we got you all these things. It's like, yeah, but that's not the things that we needed. It's like, you asked for, like, you got a PlayStation 5, and you ask your parents for, MLB The Show, and they get you MLB The Show for the Nintendo Switch. And you're like, I mean, like, yeah, you got me this, but, like, it's the wrong thing. Doesn't actually help me. Like, yeah, you spend money.
Right.
But, like, can we return it, get an exchange, get a competent offensive coordinator? Like, come on, can we do something like that? Like, I get you put in the effort, but it's the wrong effort.
When it comes to the Ravens and y'all ask, have we done enough for Lamar? We do a lot of bargain shopping, and while everybody else that has young QBs that actually goes around and shop around. I mean, literally, we knew Josh Allen was a big arm coming out of Wyoming. We all knew that. But, he didn't have that wide receiver that could take him to the next level. That now he was able to get that contract extension. What did they do, in one of those following years? Did they or did they not bring in Stephon Diggs? And Stephon Diggs took him to a higher level as a QB. I mean, now look at Tua. Yes, they have been very doubtful about Tua, but the organization believes in him. Now you done gave him damn near the fastest wide receiver room, arguably, in the NFL. I'm just saying that I can go another step further. Jalen Hurts got Devontae Smith. And now you done added another wide receiver. So it's like Joey Burrow. You got him his running mate from college, Jamar Chase. So it's like, with Lamar Jackson, yes, that wasn't Eric DeCosta's natural pick. That was Ozzie Newsom's drop the mic pick. Y'all didn't believe in the talent in Lamar Jackson until he had to save y'all behinds, and y'all now taking the last step to actually oh, we're now going to help you out. We're now going to get you a center. I think I think you should have been drafted a center for this young man instead of keep on switching him around. Or y'all should have been here, gave Ryan Jensen money. I mean, if we're being completely honest, y'all waited too late. Y'all waited too late. Y'all now waiting in this contract year to now ask him, hey, what do you want to do? Do you feel like we did enough? What else do you need? I mean, we'll see how the season plays out. Because I promise you, if we make it to the Super Bowl and win, there could be a possibility that the Ravens treat Lamar Jackson like a running back, meaning that he's accessible, that they can get another quarterback just like him. And honestly, there will be another quarterback in this upcoming draft that will be just like him, but will not be Lamar Jackson.
Is that Mr. Bryce Young or is that Mr.
Oh,
Cunningham?
no, I'm definitely talking about Malik Cunningham. Bryce
Okay.
Young's more of a pocket. Bryce Young like to stay in the pocket. He don't like to run.
Oh man, no, yeah. I mean, it's just really interesting to see like the Ravens. They build around their quarterback so differently, and it's so frustrating sometimes because we see everyone else getting these things.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, my water bottle. Sometimes it's just like look, there's a lid on it, but there's water dripping out the top. I don't know. That was weird. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, look at
Game
Josh
3 going
Allen.
on now?
Who?
Game 3?
Yeah, I guess the game's starting like right now. So,
Oh man.
I already made my prediction. I don't know if you heard it.
No, I ain't here. What you got?
All right, I want to know what your prediction was because I've already said it on stream.
I got the Warriors. I'm rocking with the Warriors.
In how many games?
I'm taking them in 6.
Okay, I said Warriors in 6, so there we go.
My man.
It took a long time.
My man. Come on now.
There we go.
No, I ain't gonna disrespect something like that. They got a young hungry squad. Over
Game
there.
6, Clay gonna ruin the fans in Boston. That's gonna be a rough one.
You know what? I actually got Gary. I got Poole going for 30.
Got Poole going off. I feel like Game 6, Clay drops 45 points to end the series.
That'd be the right time for Clay to get hot. To be real, be the right time.
And it'll be in Boston, which is what's so frustrating.
Yeah, that would be sick. No cap.
Alrighty, let's see here. Alrighty.
It's crazy how we done went from going to mock drafts. We done went from mock drafts to now, listening out to what's going on. Lamar Jackson not being at voluntary OTAs. Mind you, not there were 4 Pro Bowlers that wasn't at voluntary OTAs because they was at a golf tournament. I'm just saying. But those guys wasn't getting no slack. Just saying.
Yeah, of course. Why would people criticize Josh Allen? Ever.
Out of those 4, 3 made it to the Super Bowl and won.
Bucks should be there, not the Celtics. Celtics beat the Bucks. Wait, or did the Heat beat the Bucks? Someone beat the Bucks.
I think it was the Heat that beat the Bucks.
Yeah. Oh, the problem with the Bucks was Middleton got hurt.
Yeah,
That was the problem.
they were just worn down, honestly.
Oh well. It happens. It's nice to see a new young team getting to the finals.
No, seriously though. And honestly, Celtics is a young, scrappy squad that could be, contenders for years to come. They keep that nucleus with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Shout out to Jaylen Brown, signed with Kanye and Donda Sports.
Dude, is Lamar Jackson next?
And they got Aaron Donald. Maybe they
I'm
bring
just
up Lamar.
saying. Just saying.
Can't believe my Heat lost. I can't believe OKC didn't win it all. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
They're gonna be back. No way.
You know what? They won the lottery. They got picked 2. That's good enough for me.
Right. And then they're gonna get Jalen Smith out of the G League.
Ooh, yeah.
Honestly, that would be a nice little addition. I'm not even gonna lie.
They're going to get everybody. They're getting Yuta next year.
That would be nice.
Yuta, Chet, Shea, Bronny, LeBron. It's going to be a nice roster.
It's like a whole bunch of unicorn action right over there.
Exactly.
Maybe even Sharif. He's actually
Ooh.
he is declaring for the draft too.
I'm down for Sharif.
He been bouncing. He didn't bounce almost all around school wise, but he can play.
Still holding out hope for the Chuck Clark and DK Metcalf trade.
Might as well keep holding on to that one. I don't know if they're gonna fight for that.
You're gonna be gripping that in your grave. Like,
I think Chuck Clark will eventually be out the door. I don't know when, but he may be out the door. No,
yeah. I'm thinking July, end of July.
Yeah. And shout out to him, the way he's been handling it, though. Me personally, as a player, I wouldn't be hopping on Marcus Williams. I don't care. That's just me as a player. That's me as a player. I don't care. Like, dude, you're taking my job, and they're about to get rid of me soon. Figure this stuff out yourself.
Chuck is going the Tony Jefferson route. I think it's different because Tony Jefferson is just kind of a meh player. Chuck Clark thought of himself as really good. We're going to trade Chuck. Why would we trade Chuck Clark for Fletcher Cox? Fletcher Cox is a great player, but like we have D lineman is not the position of need on this roster.
Seriously though,
especially interior defensive linemen.
Right. Corners and outside, because we haven't signed Justin Houston yet, right?
Correct.
Would you be interested in bringing in D Ford?
No, because I'm pretty sure D Ford's going to retire. I believe the problem with D Ford was he had a significant injury where they thought he would never play football again.
Okay.
And so like they were expecting him to retire, and then he didn't retire, and then they waited out his contract or they cut him in San Francisco. Like he's a great player when he's healthy, but he had it was like a spinal injury or something like that.
Okay.
So it's like, I doubt he would be the same as he used to be.
All right, I get that. No reason to press the issue then.
All right, guys. Do you have any other questions for us? There's really nothing going on with the Ravens right now.
No,
So. All right. I don't see anything. Trade for Demario Davis. Saints aren't trading Demario Davis. He's good,
now.
but Saints aren't trading Demario Davis. He's a top tier defensive linebacker. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Having a good time. We ended up streaming for right around 40 minutes, so thank you so much. Subscribe for daily Ravens content. We'll see all of you again next time.